Hey, good morning. So I'm Patty, and this is the Chicala Kitchen, for those of you who don't know, and for those of you who do know, welcome back. So I've been getting tons of messages this week because I had mentioned in my last video that I've been sick, which is why I haven't been doing videos this week. I've been putting out recipes with photographs because I look like hell. But it's time to get back to work. So, being Italian means that you have to have in your repertoire many recipes that incorporate ricotta and citrus of some kind. It's just kind of a given. They go together so well. So last week, if you've been following my videos, and you should follow this one, we made fresh ricotta. Delicious, easy, no lemon juice, no vinegar, no stirring. Magnificent. So after using it for various things this weekend, I had a little bit left over. So today we're going to be making a ricotta and lemon loaf cake, like a pound cake. A bit moister than a pound cake, but so good with a cup of espresso, cup of coffee. So here goes. First thing we're going to add, okay, 1.5 sticks of room temperature butter. Now you can use unsalted. I just only buy salted butter. Do you. 1.5 cups of sugar and 1.5 cups of our ricotta. Whoop, there we go. Plop it right in there. We're going to combine those. Now, while that's combining, I will show you, I have a loaf pan. This is my thing. I put a piece of parchment paper across the sides. It's easy to lift out, no sticking, and grease it. I used Pam. I sprayed it. But again, it's your choice how you, if you're just going to grease a pan, make sure you use plenty of butter. Now, I will tell you, do not use an 8x4 pan. There will be too much batter, it will overflow. This is, I believe, a 10x5, but a 9x5 should work well. Okay, push it all down. Now we're going to add, this is for my family, so don't mind my fingers. My hands are very, very clean. Okay. We're going to add 3 eggs, one at a time. Go. Incorporate. 2 and 3. I'm going to stop it. I'm going to scrape down the sides. Now, again, I'm using my fresh ricotta. You can use store-bought, totally up to you. I would try to not use one that's too moist. My ricotta was well drained because that's what I needed it for this weekend. So it was a little on the firmer side, but you can always just put it in some cheesecloth in a strainer and strain it. Okay, I have 2 teaspoons of baking powder and 1 teaspoon of salt, and it's going in 1.5 cups of cake flour. The only reason I'm using cake flour is I'm running low on all-purpose and I have to get to the store, but you can definitely use all-purpose flour. First thing I'm going to add is 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and the rind, the zest of 1 lemon. There we go. And I'm going to add about a teaspoon. I'm going to give it a good glug. Excuse me while I clean my hands. Of vanilla. Now I'm using vanilla bean paste. You can use vanilla extract. This is what I use. I buy it in bulk. It's way cheaper and I use tons of it and it lasts a long time. I love it. So let's incorporate that. If you're Italian, you know. When you know, you know. Ricotta and citrus, it already smells amazing. Okay. Now I'm going to go slow so I don't get splattered with flour. Incorporate this, and that's it. This is going to go in that loaf pan as soon as it's mixed in. The oven is preheated at 350 degrees. I always forget to mention that part. I really have to get used to these videos. So not used to this. Okay. Push this out of the way. Good. Stir this up from the bottom so I make sure everything's incorporated. And here's my loaf pan right in front of me. I know it's hard to see on that camera, but I will show you. Now when this is done, I am going to glaze it. You don't have to, that will be your option. My husband has a bit of a sweet tooth. He likes something sweet at night after dinner, and I think he will prefer the glaze. Okay, so you can see it's a fairly thick, heavy batter. Let me be easier. Okay, we do real life here, folks. I was getting ready to pick up the camera to show you this batter, and I dropped it. So anyway, here we are. You see how nice and thick it is? Okay, this is going in a 350 oven for somewhere between 45 and 60 minutes. This is the first time I'm making it since we're in this house, so I don't know how this oven's going to work. But start checking yours at around 45, 50 minutes. It could go an hour. We'll be back. Okay, we're back. So this came out about 5 minutes ago. Now in my oven, it did take a full hour to be done. Actually, I had to go get Nova, so probably about 62 minutes. I am just going to lift and take this out. I'm going to let this cool for a while, and when it gets to at least lukewarm, if not fully cool, I'm going to choose to glaze it. It's perfectly delicious just as it is. I'm going to be mixing a little lemon juice with some confectioner's sugar and just a pinch of salt. Make a very simple, easy glaze and spread it on top. I hope you enjoy. Buon cibo, buon amici. Make a cup of espresso, make a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, even a cold tea, or if you're in the South like I am, they love their sweet tea. This is a perfect accompaniment. Buon cibo, buon amici. Good food, good friends. Come back and join us soon. We have a lot of good stuff coming up this week. I'm going to be making my infamous Oreo whoopie pies. Real favorite around here. Have a wonderful day.